Hello everyone, I am Anand Kumar HN, Department of CSC, MIT Mysore. In the last session we discussed about various concepts in regular expression, and we got to know how to match particular pattern using the pattern matching characters and character set, right? So in today's session again we are continuing the same concept. So in today's session we are discussing about caret and dollar symbols, how we can make use caret symbol and dollar symbol to match beginning and ending of strings. Let us say if you want to check any sentence is starting with some word, then you can write using caret symbol, that is power, generally called as cap or power symbol or caret symbol. Or if you want to check any particular string is ending with particular string, particular character, then you can make use of dollar. Okay, let us write. So always, you know, when you want to write a regular expression program, you need to import RE, correct? Let us import RE. Let us import RE. Then what shall we do? So I need to have, you need to create compile. You need to create what to be matched. What is the part of the string to be matched? That should be created, that can be created using a compile method. So let us write, let us say S is equal to syntax, I will take syntax, S is equal to RE dot compile, RE dot compile. Let us take raw string, then I will write cap. Let us say I wanted to check whether the string is starting with word called from. I want to check whether the input string is starting with a word called from, that too capital F R O M in lowercase. So if you want to get these kind of strings, then you need to put a caret symbol, it's called as caret symbol in the beginning of the compiled string or matching string or pattern string. This is the pattern string. This is what you wanted to match. This is called as pattern string. So let us give some input now. So let us write result, res is equal to s dot search. S dot search. So for s dot search you need to provide input. Let us give some input from Mysore to say Bangalore. From Mysore to Bangalore. This is my sentence. I wanted to check whether this sentence is starting a word called from. So for that, what I am doing? So I am doing like I am importing the regular expression module. I am trying to create what is the pattern to be matched, and I am writing a caret symbol in the beginning that will check whether the word is starting with from word, and I am trying to make use of this yes object. I am calling the search method and I am giving the input. Okay, then what will be the output? How do you check output? Okay, if res, if of res you can write, if search is not found, let us say if you write, let us say highway from Mysore to Bangalore. I am writing input as highway from Mysore to Bangalore. Then it will search whether it is starting with from. No, it is not starting with from. Then obviously your result object will be none, means it does not contain any information. You will be having none information. So for that, if of res, if there is a result, then your res will be having some information like spam information, span information, that means what is the index where it can find from word. Okay, those information it will get, like starting index, last index, start and end index, everything will be stored in RES object that can be retrieved. And here I am checking whether RES is a not none or it has got some value. So then finally you can print. So valid, let us say valid string. So else print, so it is a invalid string. Right. So invalid string and valid string. In the same way, if you write here from word, if you write from word, what happens? If you write from word, so from Mysore to Bangalore, it is starting with from, so obviously you will get some information. Okay, understood? So same thing you can write in different way. Let us say I wanted to know whether any particular sentence is starting with digits, So how do you write digits? How do you write digits? It is small d. So slash small d. Okay. So it will check whether a sentence is starting with a digit. Okay. Let us close this. So instead of from, now I will have, let us say something like 9. It does not have any meaning. Let us write 9, point number 9, assume that is a point number 9, 9 Mysore to Bangalore. Now what your Python will do, it will check whether a sentence is starting with a digit, single digit, because I have written 1D, whether it is a single digit. If you want to check whether it has starting with 2 digits, let us say DD, you can write DD. Starting with 2 digits, if you write 09, if you write 09 or if you write 99, 45, 61, any 2 digits, then you will get a result, a string as a valid string. Assume that you have written only 19, means 1 digit. I am not worried about this dash or other strings. I am worried about only whether the string is starting with digit, 2 digits, but here you have 1 digit, again it is an invalid string. Okay. So in the same way, if you want to check whether okay, I forgot to tell you. So 99, assume that 99. What about if I write 1456, 4 digits? Then you should write 4 Ds, 4 characters, but it is not the good way of writing program. So you are writing 4 Ds. Instead of that, you can write what? You can write, so D plus. If you write D plus, it will take any number of digits. If you want to limit to 2 digits, you can write 2 Ds. Okay. But if you don't know how many digits it takes, but still if you wanted to know whether the string is starting with digit, then you can take slash D plus. So this will take any number of 1 or more digits. The same way, I want same string, or same string means I want a string to be ending with any digits, any particular string. Let us take, I want my string to be end with, let us take Mysore from, I will write from Mysore to Bangalore. Okay, from Mysore to Bangalore, let us say, I will say road. I will say roadway. I want my string to be end with word called roadway. Then you should put dollar at the end of the pattern string. In the compilation, you should write whether it is ending with roadway dollar. I am writing dollar. Dollar indicates whether the string is, input string is ending with roadway. Now for this input, it is invalid because the string is ending with Bangalore, Bangalore means it will take last word, a white space, still white space, it will check this as a one word. So it is ending with Bangalore, but it is not a roadway, then it is a invalid string. You will have none as a result value. So if you write here, let us say if I write roadway, and if I close, then I will get this as a valid string. This as a valid string because it is ending with roadway. In the same way, if you want to check whether a string is ending with some digits, then you can write again d/d plus followed by dollar. Dollar is important. Dollar means it will check whether it is ending with particular pattern. Now if you write Bangalore, from Mysore to Bangalore there are, let us say there is 150 kilometers. Okay, 150. If I write 150, then close this. So this means that the string is ending with 150. So then you will get this as a valid string. This is about caret and dollar. Okay, next we have matching any number of characters or any character. Okay, using dot star. Okay, we can match any characters except a new line character. Means if you want to match any character of any length including space except new line character, then you can use dot star. Dot means it will match any character except new line character, star 0 or more characters. Okay, means dot means it will match at least one character, all possible character A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9 also it will match. Then it will match all the special characters, all the other characters except new line character. It will not match, dot will not match new line character, followed by star means more number of occurrences. How do we write that? Let us write import re compile, let us say raw string, and you can say dot star. Let us say I want okay, dot star and again result is equal to s dot what? S dot search. My input string is, let us say MIT Mysore. Okay, then your output will be, obviously it will match all the characters, that's it. So nothing special in that. This will match all the characters. Okay, all the characters. What about, let us say I want to match, let us say starting with college colon followed by dot star, means my input string should start with college colon followed by any characters. It can contain any number of characters. Then this input is invalid because we don't have a word called college. So directly dot star will not work. Here dot star will not work. First it will try to check whether it is starting with word called college, but it is not a valid string, so you don't get any output and the result will be none. Okay, this is how you match what using dot star. Okay, let us rewrite this program. MIT Mysore /n Department of CSC. Now I have new line character also. MIT Mysore, assume that you don't have college now. Let us say dot star. So now what happens? What is the output? Output will be MIT Mysore /n Department of CSC. No, as I said, dot will not match for /n. So for that, what you will do, or what Python will do, Python will match still only /n. It will match MIT space Mysore. When it gets /n as an input, so it will stop. It will not match. So from here to here, it will match. Again, you can ask me, sir, after /n again we have character, whether it will match these characters? No. Once the condition is fails, it will return whatever result it has got, or whatever data it has got matched. Okay, here dot star, in the sense it will match all the characters except new line, because here we have new line character, it will not match new line character. Your output will be MIT Mysore. Only MIT Mysore get matched. But still, how you can match new line character using dot star? So for that we have one more parameter for this. In the last class we have discussed about how to match cases, how to ignore cases, how to ignore cases. So for that you can pass re dot I or ignore. So in the same way you can pass re dot all. Okay, this is the parameter re dot all. There is a keyword called dot all. If you pass this particular parameter, then your dot star will match all the character including new line character. Okay, this is the extra parameter we are passing during compilation. In the previous example we have passed re dot I to match cases, different, or to make to ignore the cases. Okay. Next we have one more function from regular expression called sub function. Sub means it is called a substitute. So till now we have got to know how to use search, how to use find all, and how to use regular expression to match particular pattern, let us say date of birth, or whether it is starting with, ending with, or grouping of pattern. So we got to know all these things. So next we have substitute. Let us say if you want to, like in the previous semester we have studied one of the lab program as you need to enter a pattern and replacement string. So wherever the pattern found, you need to replace that particular pattern. The same thing is written as just a one function. The whole program, the substitute program, is just one function. You call that function sub function re.sub, you pass some parameter and you get all the replaced value. Okay. So that is how the sub work. So there is a substitute function. It will take parameters like what is the pattern to be matched, what is the substitute pattern, what is the input string. So if you pass these three parameters, so you will get output with substitution. If the pattern found, so all the substitution you will get. Okay, for that let us import re. And let us write re dot substitute. Okay, let us write, I want to search for pattern called MIT in lowercase, and I want to substitute with capital MIT, and the input string is MIT Mysore. So this is what the sub method in RE, regular expression. Sub will take three parameter. So first parameter is what is the pattern to be searched. What is the pattern to be searched in the input string, and what is the substitution string, MIT, capital letter, and what is the input. Your output will be, so you will get output as MIT Mysore. So this is how the substitute method will work. So you can substitute. Actually this is the one function. Again, behind this function there will be a one big program. So instead of writing a big program, you are just calling that program with parameters. So I think we have in the lower semester we have studied in data structure find and replacing of strings or patterns. Here the same program is written in just one method, just calling that method with some different parameter, you will get the answer. Okay, and here no need to replace, let us say MIT with only same length. You can replace with different length also. Let us say I want to search for MIT, but I want to replace with MITM. So then you will get, so MITM Mysore. You will get MITM Mysore. So the pattern string should be written properly. Okay, if you write capital M small it, then you cannot replace, because what happens? Capital M, here small m, the matching is not found, obviously the replacement will not happen. Once the matching is successful, then only replacement happens. Understood? Okay. And it is searching for MIT, let us write MIT, MITM. So in continuation with, I will write MIT CSC. So now how many replacements are there in this input string? How many replacements? Only one replacement. As per the input, it has to search for MIT. Okay, there is a one MIT word, and here MIT CSC, the word is not just MIT, it is a MIT CSC. There is a combination of two letters, or it is not a single individual word. It is a big word, MIT CSC, but still this is matched. So that is how regular expression works. Correct. As I told you, first you will check whether it is a MIT. Next is you will check whether it is a MIT. Next three characters. Like that it will work. So here we are not telling that it has to match individual letter like MIT. No. Okay. Yes or no? Okay. Now what happens? MIT is searched once, you will get MITM Mysore followed by comma, and MIT CSC, it will replaced with MITM CSC in lowercase. CSC in lowercase. But still if you want to search, only MIT, only the letter MIT, not any other characters, means these kind of, let us say if I write one more department, let us say MIT ECE, even this particular word also get replaced, because there is a MIT word, but you don't want that. You want only individual word called MIT should get replaced. For that you need to write what? A pattern, one more pattern. What is that pattern? So the pattern is, you should have MIT, then you should have space followed by what? Followed by, there should be some words. So WO plus. Okay, this is how you write a pattern. Now it will check for MIT followed by one space, then any letter, number or underscore, that is W. Small w indicates any word, one or more characters. So here now there is a MIT followed by space, then there is a word. So this is considered. What about this? MIT, but there is no space, so it is rejected. MIT, there is no space, that is rejected. And the drawback is, let us say the drawback, maybe drawback of this program, again the drawback of this particular regular expression MIT, if I close now, whether this is get matched, I have MIT CSE, comma, MIT ECE, space MIT. After that I don't have any space, any character, but that is the last word. Whether, my question is whether this particular last word MIT will get replaced with MITM. No, because we have written regular expression such a way that there should be MIT what space followed by some words. So this is what the drawback means. Drawback in the sense you need to consider all possible solutions. Okay, while let us say when you have a task of checking whether the email ID is valid email ID or not a valid email ID, you need to consider all possible things. Let us say people will use a name first, number next, or number first, name next, or name, number, name, or they may have underscore, they may have plus. You need to check all possibilities. That is how the regular expression works. So this is an example for sub, that is substitute. Okay, next, the final part of regular expression. Let us write a program, small program to search, to find all the email IDs in a sentence. So previously I have discussed how do you identify email ID. Email ID can be identified using the pattern like words at words. Optionally you can have words at words dot com or dot words. So this is how it works. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. In very general scenario, I can consider word at word. There should be at symbol. In the left hand side, right hand side, there should be a words. Okay, let us consider a program. Again, I am importing RE. Then I am considering a emails. Let us consider my email akhn.mit@gmail. So this is the one mail I am considering. I will give space. Let us say Ram 999 at yahoo.in. So these are the two email IDs. Okay, I wanted to search. Okay, let us consider one more email ID which is invalid. Okay, Rani what I can write? Okay, let us say star, Rani star, or okay, Rani star at facebook.com. Okay, I have considered three email IDs: akhn.mit@gmail.com valid, ram999 at yahoo.in valid, Rani star facebook.com. It is not a valid. How to, let us say how do we find that? So for that, let us consider result is equal to re dot find all. So you can write this program using compile also. You can write using compile also, but I am writing using re dot find all. So what is the pattern you wanted to search? What is the pattern you wanted to search? You wanted to search words, that is word, there should be words, and there can be what? Not words. Okay. Yes or no? Let us write. Assume that the words, there can be multiple words. So what is this will match? This will match alphabets, uppercase, lowercase, and 0 to 9. Okay. Then at symbol, then also words. This is how it works. Words at words. So that pattern should be written. W plus means any number of words. Okay. Then at symbol or letter. This is considered as letter. In the previous class, we have discussed about this character set. W, small w stands for, it will match either uppercase, lowercase, or 0 to 9. Okay. This pattern should be matched. And what is the input? Input is email. Okay, now what you will get? The result. What is the result? Result will be akhn.mit@gmail.com. The list you will get first as this is the result. akhn.mit@gmail.com will be the result. ram99@yahoo.in is the second result, and Rani star facebook.com will not be considered because here there is no at symbol. It is looking for at symbol, but there is no at symbol, so this is not a valid email ID. But still, it is not a valid email ID, so you don't get any result. Okay, did you get? Okay, what about, let us modify the input. If I write like this, akhn space mit@gmail.com, mit@gmail.com, how this regular expression will work now. So what is the output? Now? Whether it is a akhn space mit@gmail.com, whether this is considered as first valid email ID? No, it is not a valid email ID now. So what your Python will do, Python will consider only this as a email ID. As per this particular regular expression, we have written plus means any number of words. Here we have at symbol, there is a word, this space is not neglected. So this is akhn is not a result, proper result. So there should be akhn at something, then it will be considered, but here we have akhn space which is not matching with regular expression, so it is discarded. ram399@yahoo.in, it will be considered. Let us say again, if you write space in or space dot in, again only ram399@yahoo will be considered. And dot in is neglected. Yes or no? So this is again the drawback. So means I'm telling I wanted to convey that you need to write regular expression such a way that it should consider all possible results, all possible scenarios. Here for this scenario it will consider only mit@gmail.com. Okay. So for that, what we can do, we can perform one more operation, or one more string character is called as small s, means non-white space characters. Here it will check whether there are non-white space character, okay. Here now if you write again for even if you use %s, /s can be used. This will check for whether there is a non-white space characters, means again this is a words, but there is a space, again only this much is considered. Again ram yahoo will be considered. If you use yes, non-white space characters, only these things will be considered. Yes or no? Okay, now what is the solution? Is, so you need to improve your regular expression. How you can improve your regular expression? Let us rewrite this regular expression. So what all the possible things in the left side of the @ symbol? So you can write, there can be A to Z, and capital A to Z, and 0 to 9 also. These are the possible values. And whether your email ID can consisting of any special character, let us say Anand *MIT, is it possible, or Anand $MIT, is it possible, or Anand -MIT, is it possible? No. To create or to have any email ID, it should contain only underscore and dot. So for that you can include those things, underscore dot, close this character set, means your character set is small a to z, capital A to z, 0 to 9, underscore and dot. So these are the only possible values here. And you write plus symbol. Plus means that can be repeated any number of times. Let us say write dot. So A is included, K, HN is included, dot is included. Even though if you write underscore, even that is included. Again we have set of character that is included. Followed by, we should have @ symbol, that pattern @ symbol. That follows again, we should, can we have akhn_mit@gmail99.com? Numbers are not allowed. Again you need to write let us say A to Z, capital A to Z. This is the one thing. A to Z, capital A to Z, plus. Again you are writing plus symbol, follows. Which follows what? You need to have dot. Dot. Again you cannot have star in or dollar in. So you need to have dot. For that you are writing dot, follows, which follows again what? Followed by, again you need to have some character set. So A to Z, capital A to Z, plus, comma, email. So this is what the regular expression for matching email IDs, proper email IDs. A to Z 0 to 9 underscore dot plus at symbol, again A to Z plus any number of characters, dot, there should be a dot symbol, then A to Z plus, and input is email. Now if you write akhn underscore at gmail.com is a valid string. Akhn underscore, again MIT, at symbol, Gmail is considered here, dot, then in is considered from here. Okay. The same way ram at yahoo.in is also a valid input. Rani at facebook.com, it is not a valid. Let us say Rani underscore facebook at com. Okay, if I write like this, Rani underscore Facebook, it is a valid. Rani underscore Facebook is considered here, at is considered, at is matched, but com is also matched. But what about dot? There is no dot, there is no further word, so it is not a valid string. Again, this is treated as a invalid string. Okay, can anybody can just think about what is the problem with this program? Again we need to improve this program. This is not the final version of this program. Again we need to improve, because here we have written underscore and dot, underscore and dot. If I write just underscore many times, whether it is a valid email ID, I don't know, you need to check. Let us say if I write akhn underscore, if I write continuously like this, MIT at gmail.com, there is a valid. Or if I take akhn dot MIT, again it is not a valid email ID. Then how to proceed? So think about that. This is the task for you. So you need to avoid this underscore, means repetition of underscore. Just think about this, how you can avoid multiple underscore, means sequential underscores or sequential dots. You need to have, you can have many underscores, even that is possible. Let us say if you have ak underscore hn underscore MIT underscore CSC at gmail, even this is a valid email ID, but you cannot have two underscores at a time. How you can write regular expression? This is a task for you. So try to solve this task. Try to get the answer for this using regular expression. But this will take almost all the valid email IDs. Means valid in the sense I cannot say g.in. I don't know whether g.in is valid or not, because I don't know whether there is a company called G. We know gmail.com or facebook.com, yahoo.in or MIT Mysore.in, even that is valid. But if I write just MIT.in, if I have email ID akhn at MIT.in, it's a valid format actually. I don't know whether it's a valid email ID or not, but it's a valid format of email ID. Here we are checking only whether it's a valid format of email ID. That's it. Okay, even your Gmail cannot identify whether it's a valid email ID or invalid email ID. When you are sending any email, if you write, let us say I will write simply, I will compose a mail abcd at gmail.com. If I compose a new mail and if I send a mail to abcd at gmail.com, so it will accept actually, it will accept that email ID, but later you will get a a throwback message saying that a email ID not found, cannot be delivered. So you cannot decide whether it's a valid email ID or not, but still if you want to write this part you can make changes. How you can make changes? At followed by you can use piping concept. Piping is you can name whatever company you know, Gmail or let us say Yahoo, like this, followed by dot, in the same way .in or .com or .org. So finally email. So this can be a regular expression. There should be some letters, word, underscore, dot, at, followed by either you should have Gmail or Yahoo, word called Gmail or Yahoo, then dot, followed by .in or .com or .org. Even this is valid. My question is, how do you avoid continuous underscore or continuous dots? Okay, this completes regular expression concept. We have studied different methods like search, find all, sub function, and pattern recognition characters and character set, different wildcard characters. Okay, after this we have the same module, we have file operations, file reading, file writing, file opening. So all these things we are going to study in the next sessions. Thank you.